and welcome into the Joey Wright Show. I'm Joey Wright. We had a lot planned for the show today, but in typical Joey Wright fashion, it all fell apart. We were supposed to have a soda drinking contest, me versus a friend. He canceled, so that's out of the equation now. Supposed to have a monologue, but I left my note cards at home, so that's something. But hey, we're still gonna have a great show for you today. I'm gonna chug down the rest of that Dr. Pepper later on. You're gonna see some soda being drank. That's what I promised the fans. That's what the fans are gonna get in some form. And also talk about the NFL, how to fix the NFL, my thoughts, and Ricardo Vargas making his return to the Joey Wright Show. Wasn't originally supposed to be on the program, but after the guest for the soda segment canceled, I texted him. I was like, "Hey, Ricardo, you got a moment?" Got a moment? And he was like, yeah, I'll come down onto the old Joey Wright Show as a phone guest. Then we talked a little 2K. It was just a good little text conversation. And obviously with Ricardo, you never know where the segment is going to go. So that'll be fun. NFL, soda, it's all coming up. You're watching the Joey Wright Show. Stick with us. Welcome back. Usually you see me with a Mountain Dew or some sort of beverage of that nature. Today I went with a Dr. Pepper Cherry, partially because it was cheaper. Those Mountain Dews, those are like $2 whole with you factor in tax. This came out to $1.30, and I promised the viewers on Saturday, when the soda contest was announced, I said, hey, you're going to get to see some soda, being drank, a contest. Well, we're not going to have a contest for you, but I'm going to drink this down here. It's going to be fun. I'm going to take off the mic, just not get it wet. Here we go. That's why he canceled, because he was scared. He knew he couldn't take me down. Okay, well, coming up next, we're going to talk some football, and Ricardo Vargas joins us. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Joe Wright Show. We're down to Dr. Pepper, but here we go with a new segment. We're going to talk about fixing the NFL. This is something that, it's been on the forefront of media conversation lately with the Tom Brady New England Patriots Deflategate scandal, which I think is overblown, to make that pun, to say the least. We'll tackle that later, but first I want to talk about Thursday night football. You got to get rid of Thursday night football. That's the first thing the NFL has to do. Nobody likes Thursday night football. Unless your team's playing, the Cowboys are my favorite team, I'm not going to lie, but when the Cowboys played the Bears on Thursday night football last year, I think it was week 14 or something like that, I didn't even watch a game. I was out. I was, out and about Thursday night. I'm not scheduling Thursday night football around my time. Cowboys playing on Sunday night, Monday night, I'll tune in. I'll make room, but Thursday night, that's not football time. Thursday night is just, I'm not tuning in. The players don't like it, injuries, because they're coming fresh off a game on Sunday. Injuries are running rampant. Not rampant, but they're more likely to happen. Coaches don't like it. They got less time to prepare. If you're going to schedule a Thursday night game, schedule after the team has a bye week. So, that's just, I don't understand the appeal of Thursday night games. It's just not. No one likes them. I don't like them. So, Moving on from that, before I just start rambling on, which I was probably already doing, I'm going to talk a little bit about Deflategate. And so much has gone on in these last few days. I'm not even quite sure where we're at. I mean, you like Tom Brady. Like, here's the thing. I don't think Tom Brady necessarily did anything wrong. I think you talk to a lot of quarterbacks. I'm sure they're doing something similar to that. But because it's Tom Brady, New England Patriots, it's a pretty shady organization, or so America likes to portray it that way. Because it's them, it becomes a big deal. They would have beaten the Colts in that game anyways, because when the balls were inflated properly, they promptly blew the Colts out like 27-0 or something like that in the second half. I believe that's the case. So I don't see what the big deal is with this. They still went on to win the Super Bowl. They earned what they got. I don't think Tom Brady deserves. If you're gonna do anything to Tom Brady, I think fine him at the very least. But suspending him 4 games, I mean, that's just not called for. And I'll tell you why Roger Goodell's doing that. Because Roger Goodell, he wants people to like him. He wants America to think that he's a good commissioner, which is not the case. And soon I think there's going to be some issues. Like, I'm not necessarily suggesting the players will revolt, but I'm gonna connect it with a little story. There's this one guy that I see walking his dog all the time. I think he lives in my neighborhood or something. I see him walk, like every time I'm outside my house, I see him walking his dog. I've seen him walking him through downtown Urbana, my neighborhood. And today I was riding my bike to the studio, and I saw the dog. He was laying in the shade, revolting against the walk, or just trying to cool down. So, I mean, but that's another thing with Roger Goodell. Either way, the story connects to Roger Goodell because he put a Super Bowl in New York. I mean, of course you're going to cool down. No one wants to play New York in February. I mean, what? It's poor. It's just, I mean, I think it would have been cool if it had snowed, but, you watch a Super Bowl, you want to see the best team. You don't want to see the weather really take effect on the game. I just don't see that. But either way, and then you go back a year or two, or a year, not two. The Ray Rice scandal, that whole, he gave him a suspension that was too light, 2 games. I mean, and then the whole season. I mean, it was just. He got him fired released from the Baltimore Ravens. I just don't. The Adrian Peterson situation, I don't think he handled that very well either. He'll just make stuff up as he goes along. I just don't. He's not a good commissioner. I think David Stern, back when he was the NBA commissioner before Adam Silver, I think he was worse because the NBA, if you look at it from that time, there were accusations of, refs fixing games and such. You have to dig a little for that, but not too hard to find, plausible evidence that could have been the case. Not necessarily his fault, but, I mean, blame's got to go somewhere. You look at, the draft, David Stern, I did not care for David Stern at all. But Roger Goodell, I mean, he's on that path. He's on that path. I don't think the games are, fixed or anything. I don't have that issue with the NFL, but I mean, Goodell he's hired bodyguards to guard his house, and it's not because he's scared, and no commissioner should have to do that. I mean, it should be pretty cut and dry what your job is. Keep players in check and do it right. And he's only succeeding in one of those things, and that's not doing it right. So I do think that there are some issues with that. But I still, the number one problem I see with the NFL is Thursday night football, and it is going back to that. It isn't a. Can't talk today. It's probably that Dr. Pepper I chugged down. That was a good 16 ounces, but it's an issue of overexposure. I mean, you have to keep your product kind of premium. You know, you can only get it on Sundays and Monday nights. Thursday nights, I mean, that's just not, unless your team's playing, you know, or it's on and you just flip it to CBS to watch the game. You know, you don't want to, I mean, there are other things to watch on Thursday nights. I mean, I'm not, even if the Cowboys are playing, I'm not really too enthused to watch a Thursday night game. I'll watch a Sunday night game, and I'll occasionally watch a Monday night game, but I just don't want to watch a Thursday night game. And going to Monday Night Football real quick, I do think that they need to schedule some better matchups on Monday night. Sunday Night Football, for my money, Sunday Night Football is the best sports telecast of our time. Great announcers, Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, great production. Sunday Night Football is amazing. But I don't see Monday Night Football as that good. The matchups are second tier. John Gruden, Mike Tirico, they do a very good job in the booth. But it's you know, Monday Night Countdown is average. There are other pregame shows that I prefer, like Fox NFL Sunday or Sunday NFL Countdown. I like that. Both of those more Monday Night Countdown. I mean, you'll get like a Raiders Broncos matchup in Week 13 or something like that. I mean, Monday Night Football, it occasionally produces good games. I recall a Chargers-Patriots game a few years ago. That was very good. Sebastian Janikowski kicked a 63-yard field goal in a game. I think it was 2011. And I mean, why are the Raiders on national television at all? The Raiders are awful. I mean, I've never seen the Raiders on Sunday Night Football. Maybe preseason Sunday Night Football, but I mean, because no one wants to watch the Raiders. I mean, and I'd have to look at the Monday night schedule, see what they got this year. But in the past, matchups haven't been very good. Unless the Raiders just surprise everyone, they have no business playing on a Monday night game. So that about does it for this little NFL segment. If I think of anything else, I'll bring it up with Ricardo, see what his thoughts are. But we're going to have Ricardo Vargas join us on the Joey Wright Hotline coming up next. You're watching the Joey Wright Show on UPTV. And welcome back to the Joey Wright Show. Before we get Ricardo on the line, I would like to take a moment to thank our extensive list of sponsors. All right, let's get Ricardo on the line. Always fun talking to him, and I'm sure you'll have some very interesting takes on the happenings of the world today. Let's call him up. Put him on speaker here. Last time we called, he didn't answer. Let's see.
Hello?
There he is. Ricardo Vargas joins the Joe Wright Show. Ricardo, great to have you on today.
Man, thanks, Joey. I appreciate it.
Man, Ricardo. So, Ricardo, we had a very extensive conversation about NBA 2K16 last night. What are you most excited for in this upcoming video game?
I'm excited about that they're going to have college teams on there. I don't know how exactly that's going to work, but anytime there are colleges, I'm excited for that,
Yeah, and they got some big colleges in there, too. I believe they got Kansas, Villanova, I think, is in there.
Louisville.
Texas, Michigan.
The big boys.
Yeah, yep, big-time schools. They're
only
only...
Parkland on there, shoot.
The old Parkland Cobras going up against the Kansas Jayhawks. I need to add my Razorbacks, I'm telling you. U of A.
The Razorbacks, yes, sir, yes, sir.
I mean, Razorbacks almost won the SEC last year, but moving on to that, I'm excited for, is it the 2K Pro-Am that you get to edit your stadium and such like that, or is that the My Team?
Yeah, and like your uniforms and all that.
Yep.
That looks really nice.
Oh yeah, it does. And the new My Career mode, ooh, that looks good with Spike Lee.
Yes, yes. I'm excited for that Pro-Am, too. You know, you can play with your friends.
Yeah. Yeah, it is going to be something to behold. And I think that's what NBA 2K, that's what, you know, they responded to criticisms that I think, you know, people thought that they weren't adding enough year to year. And so they decided, you know, hey, we're going to do a little something for the fans here. And they've...
Right, for the fans. Yeah. That's what matters, man, the fans. Yeah. That's what makes it special.
It does. And then NBA Live. Whew. NBA, man.
I'd rather not even talk about that.
Man, that second tier basketball simulation. It does have the...
Man, I'd rather play tic-tac-toe.
Man, it does have the...
I'd rather play tic-tac-toe with one hand.
Man, with my eyes closed, I tell you. It does, yeah. It does have that nice ESPN integration though. That's nice. That's one of the.
That is, and I like that. You know, with ESPN and all that. You know, sponsorships.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, the gameplay. That's all I care about. The gameplay.
Oh yeah, solid gameplay. Everything else, you know, takes a back seat. That's just something something more to like. Something more to like.
Exactly, man. I'm gonna be logging some heavy hours on the 2K16.
Man. Late nights on 2K. I mean, hey,
Man, the season is right around the corner, man.
Ah, man, I can't wait to face off against you. And
man, be ready, Joe.
Man,
be ready.
We're gonna have to stream that to YouTube or Twitch or something.
We should.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna warn you. I use many teams. You never know what team I'll play with.
I mean, hey, I'll bring out my Mavericks. You know, I have no problem with that.
Oh, please don't. I will lock Dirk up.
Yeah. Now, Ricardo, last time, can't get this microphone to stay where, there it goes. Last time I had you, was it last time I had you on the show that you said DeAndre Jordan was the big signing for the Mavericks?
Yeah, but
man, that turned out well for you.
Yeah.
For me. Yeah.
Man, silly old me, man.
Man, that was, I don't think anyone really saw that, 'cause that was cheap.
That was cheap. Like, if I'm DeAndre, like, come on, don't do that.
Yeah,
the Mavericks are a classy organization.
They are. Mark Cuban and all that.
Mark Cuban, that's a family, man. That's a family.
Mm-hmm. Now, Ricardo, I understand you're out in Colorado. I believe that's not too far away from the U.S. basketball camp that's about to go down.
No. Right over there at the Olympic Training Center.
Yeah, you did. Swing on by. Show the big boys.
Are you talking about the national team training camp?
I believe so. Some sort of.
No, that one's going to be over there in sunny Nevada.
Oh, Nevada, yeah. They do have two centers. Although they do something out in Colorado. I know that.
Yeah. In Colorado, mostly like the junior team, you know.
I mean, hey, the future big boys, you know.
The future big boys.
Big boys.
The future Hall of Famers.
Man.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm eating a little lunch right now.
Ooh, that sounds good. I tell you.
Steak and shake.
Ooh, that does sound good. I could go for a nice Wendy's right now. Man,
Wendy's is a quality establishment.
It is. I like the and then the one here in Urbana, they got that Coke Freestyle machine, if I'm not mistaken. So that's some.
I've only been to the one in Urbana once.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, it's nice. It's nice. Wendy's a good girl.
I don't recall ever going to the one in Urbana. Excuse me, but I've been to the one. I went to one. It was in Southern Illinois. I was on my way back from something last summer. Stopped off at a Wendy's. It was good.
Man, good old Southern Illinois.
Man, it had a beautiful view of a Big Lots across the street. So you know.
Big Lots is underrated. Big Lots is underrated.
Yeah, my mom and dad went there the other day. I don't know what they bought, but they did go to a Big Lots. They did go.
I like Big Lots. The other day, I saw a folder. I was at Big Lots, and it said the commish, but it said fantasy football.
Yeah. You have to find a basketball version. Give it to Greg Boyd.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I can't wait for the fantasy basketball.
Man, yeah, I got to get my. I'm the commissioner of my fantasy football league. I got to get that started up shortly.
Oh yeah, yeah, the football. I was thinking about doing fantasy football, but no, I'm gonna dedicate my time to the basketball.
All right. Well, hey, if you ever decide you want to join my fantasy football league, I'll send you one of those invites.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you guys do your basketball league on ESPN, right? Or
no, on Yahoo.
Yahoo.
First we were gonna do it on ESPN,
Yeah.
but Yahoo's much nicer.
Ooh, well, we might have to look into that. I thought I remembered Greg checking his fantasy team on ESPN one time, but
No, Yahoo. The interface is nice. It's real classy by Yahoo. Real nice. I like it.
yeah, my dad plays fantasy sports on Yahoo. I've been loyal to ESPN now for a few years.
You should check it out. You should check Yahoo out.
I will. Doesn't Yahoo have some of those leagues where like the DraftKings type leagues? I believe they're rolling those out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just can't I can't commit to that DraftKings type, league. Partially because I don't have any money, if you know what I'm saying, but
Right. We didn't have any money either, but
Yeah.
but man, I think it'll be a little bit more fun with money, but at the same time,
yeah.
you don't know how the other people are going to feel,
Yeah, it raises stakes, no doubt about that.
It raises stakes, man.
Yeah.
It'll make you lose your mind. I remember I was losing my mind during the fantasy basketball season.
Yeah. Fantasy
I
football.
made some good picks. I just won it with Jimmy and Kyle Lowry, but they did me wonders.
Oh, Kyle Lowry. He's a good player. Speaking of Lowry, Toronto. Did you see those new Toronto Raptors uniforms they unveiled the other night?
No, I didn't.
Man, they got they're pretty good. They have pretty similar to what they had. They have a standard home white, away black and red alternate, and then a black and gold jersey. It's a little out there, but it's nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't like their new logo though.
I liked the old identity better, but
Yeah. It was more authentic. This one just seems it's just so similar to the Brooklyn Nets one.
It is. Throw a little red in there, but take the red out. Who are you? Who am I rooting for?
Right. An identity crisis.
I tell you.
But I like the Milwaukee Bucks
Ooh,
uniform.
ooh,
Those are beautiful.
Nice. Ooh, those are. They have a black alternate. I don't know if you've seen that yet.
Man, no, I have not.
They haven't unveiled it. I saw a leaked picture from my sources.
those J. Wright sources.
Man, sportslogos.net. You've seen how much I'm on that site. Whew.
Yeah, man. I like uniforms, man. I wish I could just put one on one day,
Man, just a jersey to wear around the house, or suit up for a NBA team.
Just for the heck of it,
Yeah,
the shorts, get the socks, the shoes, the jersey, the headband.
Oh, whole uniform.
Just go out there and just fantasize for a little while,
That'd be a good Halloween idea. You might have to look into that.
Hey, why not?
Halloween's, it's coming up. It's right around the corner. People don't realize
right around
that.
the corner. A lot of candy and a lot of violence are going to happen that day.
A lot of violence. Yep. Yeah. A lot of, but yeah.
A lot of bad stuff out there.
There
I'm
is.
trying to keep the kids safe,
There are some shady neighborhoods.
Shady neighborhoods, shady people.
That is true. Last year I don't think I dressed up for Halloween, but this year I might just dress up, give out some candy. I'm not gonna go trick or treating, but just dress up, play along with the fun, just.
Hey, why not? Just feel like a kid again.
Yeah. I tell you, Halloween. Trick or treating. I tell you, as a little kid, I hated it when it would rain. Yeah, oof, that just.
Trick or trick-or-treating is, man, it's a beautiful thing. I'm happy it's a thing because it brings so much joy and happiness in an already messed up world. You know, it's just one day where you can, man, you get what you want and you just feel good.
Yeah.
You just feel good.
It is a messed up world, all the violence. You know, you got lions being killed, you know, out in Zimbabwe. You know,
Right,
that's just
right. And like, come on, man, let's just all relax and just go trick or treating.
Yeah, let's just all you know, unite. I see what you're saying. What are we?
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, I gotta go eat. I gotta go eat.
All right, no problem with that. Mm-hmm.
But I appreciate. I always have fun talking with you, Joe. I'm a big fan of the show. Joey walks, great stuff. Great people there at UPTV.
It is true. It is a great organization. Urbana Public Television is great to be a part of it. All right. Well, hey, Ricardo, got the grand finale for the show next week. I might try to bring you on. You know, a little.
Oh man, it'd be an honor, man. I'd appreciate it.
All righty, Ricardo. Well, hey, you go enjoy that steak and shake. Might I ask, what did you order?
I ordered those chicken fingers.
Ooh, those chicken fingers.
I like to keep it classy with the chicken fingers.
Keep it classy. I always go for that $4 menu when I'm there. That's just such a great value.
It is.
It is. All right. Well, hey, Ricardo, as you said, always nice to have you on the show. You go enjoy Colorado.
All right, man. Thanks. Good luck.
Oh, thank you. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Ricardo Vargas on the Joe. Oh, well, you didn't. Okay. Well, always nice to have Ricardo on the program. There's Ricardo Vargas on the Joe Wright Show. Ended the conversation a little early, but hey, we'll figure out something to do for the next few minutes. Stick with us. You're watching the Joe Wright Show. I tell you, drinking that Dr. Pepper earlier, that was a regret. That was a regret because, as you've probably noticed, it made me thirstier than I was before I drank that. And as a result, I can't talk properly. But hey, it's all good. And that's about all we have for the Joe Wright Show this week. Next week, the grand finale. That'll be fun. Gonna try to plan a few surprises for the old grand finale. You know, it's been a good ride. Next week, we'll just close the show on down. It'll be a good time. But until then, I'm Joey Wright. You stay safe, America.